How does a robber with an IQ of 180 rob a bank? They robbed a bank but didn't take the money. Instead, they made the hostages take off all their clothes. Was it for sex? No, it wasn't. They didn't hurt anyone. In the end, when the police forced their way in, they realized there were no robbers here, even the weapons they found. Just a few toy guns. No money was missing and no one was hurt. It's as if the whole robbery never happened. But the robbers actually made $5 billion. How did they do it? The leader of the robbers is called Owen. He disguised himself as a laborer. He walked into the bank with a straight face. He took out a searchlight to disrupt the security cameras. Then a couple of his boys came in and locked the bank door behind them. Then the security guard realized something was wrong. He was about to ask questions. Suddenly a gun was pressed against his waist. Then the show began. He yelled for everyone to get down on the ground immediately. Just like that, the robber easily took control of everyone. The police realized that the situation in the bank was not right. They called for help immediately. Soon SWAT arrived and surrounded the bank. But Owen didn't panic, because everything was in his plan. First, he had his men take the hostages' cell phones. Then he had the hostages take off all their clothes and put them in uniform. And the robbers put on the same clothes and masks. Then they put the hostages into different rooms at random. After a lot of trouble, one old man had a heart attack, but Owen took him out to the hospital right away. This is a humanitarian gesture. Helps to stabilize the hostage's mood. At the same time, it is also a provocation to the police. It is reasonable to say that after all the preparations, they should do something serious. I didn't expect Owen to look at the cash in the room, but he didn't move. And then he looked at the safe. He still didn't do anything. Finally, he went to a utility room. He looked around and said it was perfect. Then he had his boys move the shelves and start smashing up the floor. As to what he was going to do, you'll never know until the last minute. The police sent Jace, who has experience in negotiation. Jace is in charge of this operation. Jace tried to contact Owen on the phone, but Owen didn't talk to him at all. All the security cameras have been destroyed. Jace had no idea what was going on in the bank. When he was at a loss, Owen released another hostage. This one had a big box around his neck. The police were afraid that there was a bomb inside. They handled it very carefully, but when the case was opened, inside was a letter from Owen, requesting the police to deliver 2 fueled buses, to send 2 fully fueled buses, and a fully fueled helicopter. Otherwise, he would kill 1 hostage every hour. Then the robbers delivered a note. It says 50 people are hungry. They want to eat. Jace thought this was an opportunity. He had a bug hidden in a pizza box. It worked. Soon they heard the robbers talking, but it was in a foreign language they couldn't understand. The police had to turn to the crowd. With the help of the crowd, they realized they were speaking Albanian. It wasn't the robbers' conversation at all. It was a recorded speech by the former president of Albania. They were fooled. And that's when the chairman of the bank, the president of the bank, arrived at the scene. It's reasonable to assume that with his wealth, a small branch was robbed. It's just pocket change. He doesn't have to worry about it at all. But now he seems to be in a panic. Obviously in this bank, there must be a big secret in this bank.